Hey everyone, this is Mike, and I'm here with Isaac.
Hey,
And we're here to talk about video games. Well, technically, we're here to talk about movies, but we're here to talk about video games because the Street Fighter movie, the Street Fighter movie that's coming out this year, has managed to get interesting, some interesting guest stars, to say the least. This is a movie that I personally haven't been paying attention too much because obviously it's obviously from what I've seen, it kind of looks like a very like cheeky, like tongue in cheek, version of like what we know it come to know as Street Fighter. And to me personally, it kind of looks more like a spiritual successor to the 1994 like Street Fighter movie. What was Jean-Claude Van Damme in that kind of sense. So it's more like cheeky. It's like obviously doesn't try to take itself too seriously and stuff like that. And I think it looks like it's gonna be like like cheesy fun. It's probably not something gonna be super memorable, but something to go with like friends and just like gawk at some of the references and see how much of the video games DNA they managed to throw into the actual movie. But speaking of which, it has been revealed. Well, some members of the FGC have revealed that they're actually in the movie as cameos. Those being Maximillian Dood, Yipes, and Justin Wong, which is pretty cool. And now it was basically shown in a teaser, like a 2-minute teaser with the fight between Ryu and Blanca, that you have Maximilian basically screaming "Let's go!" and behind like as a prison inmate. Also, you have a little cutscene with Yipes saying basically to get his ass, to get Blanca to get Ryu's ass. Also, you see the Justin Wong off in the side. Now it's kind of a blink and you'll miss it kind of moment in the movie. Like especially like this scene right here, like you can like you can barely see him right there screaming with Justin Wong on the side, like because it's very 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 dark, and yeah, it's kind of just like a blink and you'll miss it kind of moment in the teaser. But yeah, he's in there, especially with a Maximilian Dood screaming out "Let's go!" Again, you can barely tell it's him, but a lot of people recognize him from his yelling and stuff like that and his hype moments. Yeah, but again, it's something that a lot of people seem to appreciate, some more than others, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, like why are you messing the movie up with these people as cameos? Like the movie itself already looks bad and stuff like that. You're gonna make it worse." Like, oh, those people aside, I think this is a very, very, very fun nod to not just the community. It also really shows how Capcom is actually very involved in the whole process and whatnot. Because Maximilian Dude also did say on our live stream very recently where he did talk about his experiences on the set and whatnot, and he did openly state that Capcom is very hands-on with what's going into the movie, and they wanted to give this little nod to the fighting game community and how much they built up and made Street Fighter what it is today. So I personally think it's a really cool nod, and yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it for me. But what do you think about it?
it's all right.
Exactly. That's basically my thoughts on
I don't
it.
know. That's not really much for me to really kind of include. I kind of agree with it. I think it was good for the directors and the producers as well as Capcom that are working together to really kind of create this opportunity to allow like people in the face of the community. Maximilian Dude has been that man for the longest period of time in terms of one of the more major big voices in the fighting game community. Justin Wong, everybody knows who Justin Wong is in terms of his legendary fighting game runs and his expertise as well. Him losing in Street Fighter 3 in the most dramatic fashion that really kind of kicked. It's actually one of the most important moments in fighting game history as well, and within the fighting game community. And in Evo, that really kind of put Evo in the map.
Yeah,
because of that big moment.
Yeah, it was basically back when it was called I believe Battle on the Bay or something like that.
Battle of the Bay, Battle of the Bay Area or something like that. Which originally, before it went to Vegas and turned into Evo, back in the day.
I just want to ask what it was called. Yeah, Battle by the Bay.
Battle by the Bay. Back in 2002, and everybody knows Yipes, from his legendary commentary. But what really put him on the spot was back in the day was his famous,
it's Marvel Baby,
and Scoop Scoop Haagen-Dazs and all this other stuff. All these weird, all these fun little quips.
Yeah,
and then he would shoot out. During him raging out versus Marvel versus Capcom 2. So, the fact that they're able to kind of include all of these small Easter eggs, for fighting game fans that really enjoy Street Fighter and really know that. To me, I think it speaks that they understand who their audience is and who they're trying to sell this audience to. Because at the end, again, I think Street Fighter as a brand, it's a big brand, so everybody knows exactly what Street Fighter is, so people will be able to go see it. But for people that are like hardcore fans, that will understand all the little details and all the little Easter eggs they have put into this movie, and there is a lot. There are a lot of Easter eggs into the movie. I think there's going to be something that's going to be enjoyed by everybody. So, with that being said, to me, I am looking forward to the film. I'm not going to take this film very seriously. I think they're leaning into the very cartoony anime style of Street Fighter. I know online a lot of people have been very upset about it, saying that it needs to be a lot more serious and it needs to be a lot more grounded, almost like in the Raid or the Furious. And the reality is, I don't ever remember Street Fighter ever being really that serious of a video game to even begin with. So I think a lot of people are just sitting there and griping and harping on some little things. But to each his own. But that being said, looking forward to when the film drops up. And it dropped in October.
Yes.
The only thing I am very shocked about it, and now we're talking about, is the lack of advertisement. I was really shocked that they didn't make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con that just passed. I thought there would be a lot more advertisement because again, this film drops in 2 months.
Yep.
So my guess is that New York Comic-Con is right around the corner, which kind of makes sense to be able to promote it in New York. If you also paid attention to, I noticed that Capcom has been putting out flyers all around the world in certain hotspots in promotion of Street Fighter and to certain areas in the game like New York, France, Spain, all these other major global areas. So maybe we'll get maybe a final marketing push for this game at at New York. Because I believe it comes out October 18th. I believe it's the 18th, right? 18th of October. I think that's when the movie drops. So, yeah.
Very much so. I totally get it. I mean, again, we could go into just like some of the comics because I know, again, like I said, I'm just kind of curious. Like again, some people are saying the visual style is so bad, and I don't think it's that.
Are you going to go see the movie?
If someone else wants to go with me, I think I'll go with it. I don't feel like I don't feel like going to see it by myself. But if someone wants to go with me, I definitely would. But oh yeah, that's right. There was another Street Fighter movie that predates this, The Legend of Chun-Li. Was that even
Nobody wants to talk about that.
No one wants to talk about that. Listen, again,
nobody talks about that.
From what I see, it looks like a spiritual successor to the 1994 movie, and that movie didn't take itself seriously either. But and the thing is, you can have like serious tone here and there, but you can also have moments where you betray like the seriousness of it every now and then. I think that's perfectly within like Street Fighter because again,
Mm.
well, there is a deep, serious story with a lot of Street Fighter. There is also a lot of tongue-in-cheek moments with the games as well.
I
Like,
think
as
there's a ton of tongue-in-cheek moments. There's a lot
hmm
of cheesiness involved. I mean,
yeah, especially with the recent Street Fighter Six. There's like the whole world tour mode. There's a lot of cheeky stuff in that. It's just like
a lot of it makes next to no sense.
yeah, it's just
So
goofy fun. It's just supposed to be goofy fun. Even in Street Fighter Five, you have like with the whole Cody thing taking over the city and stuff like that, and like it's just like it's just a lot of fun. It's silly stuff. Like I mean,
mm,
it's just like, but yeah, just looking at the comments, a lot of people are really thinking that this should have been animated instead. It said it doesn't look like. It said like this one guy saying, "Dude, this doesn't even look like B movie material, C movie material." Like, I don't get the feel like they.
yeah. I'm starting to. I think a lot of people are being a little bit too hard on this film. I don't know what people are. I'm a little bit confused exactly what. I guess again, everybody has entitled to their own opinion, but again,
Mm-hmm.
I think people are expecting this to be more grounded. Like Street Fighter was never that type of again. Street Fighter was never that type of
I
video
mean,
game.
it's literally a game where people are throwing fireballs from their hands.
I mean,
Serious.
dudes stretch out. People do crazy stuff in the film. Like if you wanted that dark, serious tone, you're gonna lean more on Mortal Kombat 2. And from what I heard, it was not that great.
Yeah.
So,
Nope.
again, I think to their credit, I'm happy that they're going into the cheese, the goofy, campy stuff. Like if you're gonna do it, commit all the way for good or for bad. And I think that's probably a lot of the reasons why people are not taking. Some of the people under these comments are not taking this movie seriously
Oh.
in that space. So
Actually, this guy brings up a funny, interesting like thing,
What?
like Street Fighter's Assassin's Fist. If you remember that fan project,
yes,
yeah, I think people are expecting it to be a little bit more like that, like perhaps, like
listen, Assassin's Fist was good. To be perfectly clear, I wish they went more of a series, a television series, because of the characters. I feel like there are too many characters to show, and when you're trying to do properties, especially with a fighting game, there's just not enough. There's not enough time to be able to explore all the
Yeah.
characters, and fans have their favorites, and when they don't get enough airtime, people get a little choppy about that. So that's one of the issues that I have with film. However, if the film does do good, you can do a spin-off TV series down the road with certain characters with a little bit of a lesser budget. Although I don't think the budget's crazy for this. But yeah, I think is it Lionsgate? Yeah, I think Lionsgate's the one producing this. Yeah, like so there is possibility to even expand on these characters moving forward if the film does do well. So yeah, I think this is just going to be a goofy, fun time at the movies.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a film that you go to take seriously. It's not going to be groundbreaking martial arts film like The Furious or something like that. But I think if it does its job to meet it, and if you've seen the trailer to it, I think it's done a pretty interesting job filling in all the the goofiness and the cheesiness that's being added to the film. So
yeah.
yeah.
And again, circling back to like the main reason why I wanted to have this discussion again with the cameos of like Maximillian Yipes and Justin Wong. Again, I think it's a really cool thing that they included such prominent members of the fighting game community in the movie. I'm kind of expecting there's going to be maybe a little bit more in terms of cameos that I would like to see maybe. And mention like New York Comic Con, they'll do one last trailer, and maybe they'll show a little bit more of the movie, and maybe there'll be even more cameos from the fighting game community.
I don't think there'll be more I think this is it. From how
Maybe.
I think this is completely based on the images I've shown. Well, no, actually, no, that's not true. There is a cameo, in the trailer. If have you seen the Street Fighter trailer to it, by any chance?
No, not really.
But if you pay attention, there's a trailer where like there's like it's like kind of a city desolate land, and there's just two guys throwing a garbage can at each other. Apparently, those two in there were originally supposed to direct the Street Fighter film. I forgot that they're from Australia. I think they did their own their goofy Street Fighter spoof in Australia. If you remember that,
Vaguely.
yes. Okay, so you're just saying, yeah. So you never even seen it. Okay,
Again, vaguely. Again.
Like, but again. I forgot their names off the bat. They originally were supposed to do the movie, but they had to back out of it. But in a fine, nice gesture, they brought those two guys back to be in a cameo for a little spot in it. And
that's cool.
There's an image of them, taking a picture into a spot. So, yeah. So again, this film has this film showed a lot of these small little goofy gestures in it, and I think that's pretty cool. And here are the pretty much all the prominent people that were in that prison scene. It was Jason Momoa in all goofy CGI animation, and I think in the middle right there, that's the guy that plays Ken in the film.
Yes, William.
Forgot his name.
Because I guess another thing that's mentioned is that I guess
Noah Centineo,
because
that's probably it.
I guess again another people are saying this is a low effort movies because it apparently doesn't have a lot of like A-list celebrities, and then for it but do you really need that? I'm kind of annoyed when people think they need the A-list celebrity.
You have Curtis 50 Cent Jackson playing Balrog.
Yeah,
he's pretty prominent. And then you have Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
You have Roman Reigns. If you're big into WWE, you have Roman Reigns is going to be Akuma. You have Eric Andre in there, who's a comedian, but that's well known. You have David Dushman, who's played M. Bison, whose movie repertoire has grown significantly. If you've seen him in Suicide Squad or in The Dark Knight, he was actually even in One Piece. It's season 2 right now, playing one of the characters. You have Cody Rhodes as another prominent WWE wrestler. So there is a lot of decent star power in this film. Maybe not your big names though, but pretty known through a lot of these these spaces. So
gotta get Chris Pratt in there.
But that's my take on it.
Yeah, I get you. Anyway, I think this is definitely gonna check this movie out. And again, it's really cool that they got the FGC people in there. But what are your thoughts? Are you interested in this movie or not? Are you happy that they have shout outs and cameos with these FGC members, or do you just not care? Let us know, and if you like what we do here, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mike with Isaac, and we are saying peace.